Hello everyone, welcome back to Mario Kart World. So yeah, we're actually jumping straight into a online knockout tour. So I figured I just kind of wanted to race some more. I know last time we did the open world P-switch hunting, which was really fun, but I just really felt the urge to race again. So we're playing as Rosalina today on the Star Bike, I think it's called. It actually has really good stats with Rosalina, so that's what I'm rocking today. And yeah, we're just gonna race on Knockout Tour and see how far we can get. I don't know how many I will do because they all, the lengths of them all depend on how well and how far you go. And I'm not just gonna wait for the knockout to end. I will move on to a new one if we get knocked out kind of early. So and yes, luckily you can indeed, like, skip ahead, basically, if, say you get knocked out immediately, or even just in the middle, you can press plus and then click, next race, or play again, so you don't have to sit and wait, for the current race to end, because that could take, quite a while, a lot of minutes, which is just annoying that you have to sit there, or that you would have to sit there and wait. But thankfully Nintendo thought about that and decided to give you a play again option, because otherwise that would just be really boring and nobody would probably play this. And also because I'm doing Knockout because Knockout is just kind of fun. It's sort of the only thing that hasn't changed online, because Knockout is, of course, intermission courses, because that's the whole point, is you just drive a long distance. And I actually like the lengths of knockout tours. They're just pretty... It's just a lot of driving instead of a quick race and then you get knocked to the back and lose. Of course, though, being knocked out can be frustrating, but otherwise it is a good time. Oh, geez, it's one of those cars that, like, drops balloons and bombs. Or not balloons, bananas. But that's no fun. Anyway... So yeah, a bunch of things have sort of happened recently. Wow, that really slowed you down. I hope everybody in the US had a happy 4th of July. It is actually Thursday, July 3rd when I'm recording, but I'm recording ahead of time because I'm going to be really busy, and I won't be able to record on the 4th because I will be doing fireworks. But yeah, to all my to any non-US watchers, I hope you guys just have a good Friday. But I finally got around to watching the Donkey Kong Bananza Direct. And yes, I know it's been out for like over 2 weeks now, but I never watched it because I initially was not too fond of the game. I was really nervous that I wasn't gonna like it, because from the initial treehouse stuff and the trailer, it did not look that interesting. I mean, mechanically it looked impressive that you can, like, dig across any surface, basically, with, a couple of exceptions, I guess. But it just didn't look like a great game. It didn't look like an amazing new Odyssey. But after watching the Direct, my opinion has changed dramatically. The game looks amazing. They showed Pauline, finally, officially. She was sort of leaked by accident by, like, Nintendo of Korea, I think, on their website for the game. They showed her on Donkey Kong's back instead of the Odd Rock, I think it's called. Like, it turns into Pauline, or Pauline was turned into the little rock thing. I don't know exactly what happens, but basically, they officially revealed it, which is interesting. I thought they would try to, like, I don't know, hold that until you got the game as, like, a little surprise, but I guess because it's on official art, they didn't want to hold that back. But it looks really cool. Like, Donkey Kong and Pauline are working together. That is odd, because they've always been at odds. The first ever game featuring Mario, before Mario was even named, Donkey Kong kidnaps Pauline. So, to see them working together in some kind of other universe or something, I don't know what happens to her. If she becomes young, or if this is a past Pauline, or just another Pauline in another universe? I have no idea. It's very weird, but very interesting. But basically her singing is like her power, and so she can help Donkey Kong, not just by like leading the way, but by letting him transform into other creatures, like a bigger, stronger ape, which, you know, no offense to Donkey Kong, but, you know, whatever he turns into, a capuchin or whatever, is like uber strong. It looks amazing. And he can also turn into like a zebra that lets him go really fast, or an ostrich that lets him fly, which I don't think they can fly, but, or is it something else? Anyway, some kind of a bird creature. And that is something I did not expect. Okay, blue shell, of course. And makes the game look way more interesting. Because in Odyssey, yes, there were transformations, of course. I mean, you captured enemies and whatnot. That was like the whole thing of the game. But it was very conditional. They had to be nearby. It seems like with this, it lets you transform anytime as long as you have like enough energy for it, basically. And that can just be built up, and you can even have power-ups that just let you transform whenever you need to. I read some of the descriptions of some of the things you can buy in the shop. And that just looks amazing. It helps you with traversal, combat. You know, it just actually looks really cool. The worlds look big, and yes, although mining through for banana gems is going to be kind of annoying. Oh, jeez. It may still be really fun, because of just how in-depth, no pun intended, you can go. And it may just be a really good time. I hope that the game is broad and there's a lot to do. It's not just like you can, I mean, I'm sure you can just rush to the end if you want, but hopefully it'll take a long time if you are thorough to do like a proper run. And that is what I'm hoping for. I really plan to play the game for my channel. I'm probably going to be taking a break from this game. I'll probably throw it in here and there, just for the sake of not forgetting about it, especially if something happens with this game. If, I don't know, they do a big update or something along those lines. Also, it looks like we are on the final area here, so let's try not to get knocked behind. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, go. Okay, that affects everybody. I think somebody's right in front of me on my left. Yes! Oh my goodness, we squeaked in there right at the end. Whew, okay, so yeah, I'm very excited for it now. At first, I was, again, not excited. The game did not look fun. But now, I'm eager to play it. So, I don't know when I'm gonna get it. It looks like every place I can buy it, I'm not gonna be able to get it day one, unfortunately, but, I will try my best if possible, but if not, then it'll just simply... Dang it, well, we're getting fourth, oh well. It will just be like a day or two after it comes out, will be my video, but it doesn't really matter to me. Everybody and their mother is going to be uploading this game on YouTube. Wow, you still lose if you get fourth? Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, anyway, well, I'll just hold off and go on to the next one. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Yes, the game Donkey Kong Bananza looks awesome. I mean, it has been confirmed now that the Super Mario Odyssey team has indeed worked on it, so, or developed it. So that alone is enough to know that the game is going to be great. And I really want to play it. I don't know, again, I don't know exactly when I will get it, but I'm just trying to shop around and get the best deal. Because, yeah, it's a first-party Nintendo game, it's brand new, it's never going to go on sale, so you might as well get it early, and try to get it for the best price. Some places have it a little cheaper, others are full price but less tax, and of course that all depends on where you live, so I really can't, like, try to guide anybody. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out where I want to get it, but, dang it, I'm in first already? And I'm getting blued in, like, the first couple minutes. Okay. So, yeah, that's my plan. I'm gonna make a full series, and I don't necessarily have a goal. I usually, when I play games, I try to just rush, well, not really rush, but get to the finish decently quick and basically always make progress in every video. Jeez, stop hitting me. But for this, I don't necessarily plan to rush. I'm just gonna play like I would play for myself, because that's the beauty of these like big 3D games. And you always kind of just get pushed towards progression anyway, because eventually you either run out of things to do, you can't do anything until you, I don't know, get a new power, or it's just, I don't know, time. You do everything possible in that level, and then you just move on. So yeah, that's what I want to do. Again, yeah, I might kind of take a break from this game. Maybe I'll include it every now and then, just so it's not forgotten, especially if something new gets added. I will, of course, come back for a video or two. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. And on another note, we just got Super Mario Strikers on the GameCube app yesterday for me, a couple days ago for you, and I'm very interested to try it. I've never played a Strikers game, and this one is the first one, I believe, and they haven't really made that many. I think it's a kind of an underappreciated Mario sports game, but then again, a lot of people like it, but the recent one did not do very well, apparently. The Battle League, I think, is the one that came for the Switch. So, you know, that kind of gave me a negative opinion about it, but if it's free to play, essentially, because I have, you know, online plus expansion, dang it, I don't see why I shouldn't just give it a try, and I might just do it for a video, just do one video on it and kind of learn it on camera. So I might do that. Also, it's already been here, obviously, but The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker has, you know, is officially playable on the GameCube app, and that is a really big game. I have never played it before, unfortunately, and I really want to. I just don't know if I want to do it for YouTube, because I know it's a big game, and I don't really know very much about it to do really well. So for that reason, I just am not confident enough. I mean, I did that for Tears of the Kingdom, obviously, but that was such a big deal. It was a new thing. Wind Waker is kind of an old game, and it's a little slower paced, I believe, because of having to traverse, you know, the ocean. There's just a lot of sailing, and I think there is a guide. You know, it does sort of tell you where to go, but I may not know exactly what to do, because it is an older game. Sometimes they don't always give you a guide, and that was annoying. So yeah, for that reason, I just may not actually make videos on it. Or maybe I'll make a couple, but not the whole game. I don't know. And I guess other than that, not too much else is going on. I did actually succeed in ordering that that Nintendo thingy I wanted, the Super Mario Bros. 3 little statue. I managed to build up 1,000 points, and it's only like I said, $7 to ship. It's just $7 shipping in the US, and for that it's pretty affordable just for a cool collectible item. Why not? And I guess that doesn't actually hit you, does it? Does that? Yes, that did. Okay. So yeah, that will be coming. I'll probably put a picture of it on one of my videos when I get it in my hands. But for the time being, I should have used a feather. I do not have it, but I will soon. So, okay, we're still in this. It's still early enough, but we have been abused during this whole ordeal. So yeah, that is kind of my plans for now, because nothing else is coming out for a while, Nintendo-wise. I don't believe... Well, we don't even know when Metroid Prime is coming out, Metroid Prime 4, because I really liked the first game, the remake that came to the Switch. It was really good, and I want to play the fourth one. I really hope that the second and third come somehow. I mean, they were on the GameCube, right? So they should just put it in there. But it's probably going to be a while. Also, yeah, the speed at which they are releasing these things for the GameCube app is real slow. That is actually really disappointing, because With the other ones, they did them relatively quickly, but I guess it's just because they were smaller games and not very jam-packed. I'm so hoping for Luigi's Mansion, because you can bet your bottom dollar, oh no, I'm not going to make it, am I? That I'm going to play that game for the channel, because it's real short and it's just a little game and I love it. And that's that. Okay, let's try to do one more. Okay, well at least we're getting different rallies every time. Sometimes I swear, like, the online makes you do the same rally over and over again, even if you win it. I don't know what triggers that, if it's actually random or if it's just some days they're like, nope, you only get to do this rally. And it's, yeah, that's really annoying. Anyway, so yeah, Luigi's Mansion, a GameCube game I really hope comes to the console, the classic console app or whatever it's called. I hope for just some other ones, like I know there's a lot of Mario parties on the GameCube. The GameCube was a great system. It's just, yeah, it's pitiful that there are only 3 games, or well now 4, on it. And I only really care about 2 of them right now. Wind Waker and Strikers, which Strikers is probably only going to be interesting for like a couple of games. Soul Calibur and F-Zero I'm not really that interested in. So yeah, it's kind of a useless app, but I know down the line it's going to become really good. Just early on, it's pretty uninteresting. I guess that was sort of the case for some of the other apps, but yeah, just this one especially seems disappointing. Probably because of the, I don't know, like the reputation of the GameCube. We all know it's a great system, or it was. So that seeing only so few games is very disappointing. So anyway, well, we're going to keep our placement here for now, of course. I mean, geez, it'd be very lame to lose on the first checkpoint. But, so yeah, that's what's happening. I don't know how long Donkey Kong Bonanza will be. I don't know how many videos I will make. But, yeah, ultimately I just plan to play the game. I'm not interested in, like, beating it faster than anybody else, or, I don't know, like, just rushing through it so that I can get the ending or whatever. I just want to play the game. There may be videos just where I'm, like, just hunting for banana gems in the same level. And I guess that's really what those games are. There's not a whole lot to do besides hunt for collectibles. Like Zelda, you can just rush for the main bosses and dungeons and whatnot, and then go to Ganon and then finish the game. But with these games, you have to collect enough things to progress, I assume. I assume it'll kind of work like Odyssey did. Dang it, I wanted one more boost so I could speed up. Yeah, if you can get a draft while Mega, that's actually super useful. Yes, and that ended just in time so I could get another double. I saw from the Donkey Kong Direct, and yeah, I guess sorry if you haven't seen it yet. I'm spoiling a lot of things. But, there's like these 3 main bad guys who are probably going to be reoccurring, different fights and stuff. They are kind of like blocking the path to the underground, and you have to do something, I guess, to unlock the path. I can't remember what it was. Maybe just have enough banana gems. But either way, one thing actually that really interested me, and is a super missed opportunity now thinking about it for Mario Odyssey, is that the costumes Donkey Kong gets are actually useful. Oh no, what are you doing? How did I get so much sideways momentum? They actually have power-ups or bonuses for wearing different costumes. And I feel like that would have been amazing for Odyssey. I know certain costumes resulted in you getting a moon, like you had to wear that costume in order to get a moon because, I don't know, it was like the theme of the level. But for Donkey Kong, because it's more of an RPG, in fact, there's even a skill tree. That is crazy. I can't remember the last time Nintendo put a skill tree in one of their official games. So that is really cool. It results in, you know, I don't know, if you wear this, it results in better punchability or more health, or you can, like, do something better. I don't know exactly yet, of course, but that's just really cool. It's something that makes buying clothes really interesting and useful instead of just, oh, I can look different and oh, I like this costume. I guess it could result in like, I don't like the way this looks, but it's really useful, so I'm gonna wear it anyway. That can be kind of annoying, but I prefer to, you know, have a good stat than look cool, but that's just me. So yeah, everything that they've showed has really made me like the game. I had no idea that it would have so much girth and stuff to it besides the world. And yes, a good world is very important, of course, but to me it's not everything. And because it's not Mario, nothing against Donkey Kong, it's just, at first I was not sold, but now I am, and I can't wait to get it. So, again, yeah, I will see when the soonest I can get it will be. I don't know. It looks like it will be 2 days-ish after the release. It seems to be when they are offering delivery or shipping for the game, and so that is probably when it will be, but it's no big deal. I don't really care about being first because everybody else will be. So yeah, I hope that you, the viewer watching this, will join me for that game because it looks really, really good. I also have been kind of buying a couple of random third-party games that have been going on sale. They've been doing a bit of a summer sale recently. A lot of games in my wish list have just been going on sale, and I always appreciate that because I've been watching them for quite a long time and never pounced because I either was, I guess, kind of fed up with the Switch or was like, oh, I'll buy it on my PlayStation, or just not interested in it at the time. But now the Switch 2 is so much better. Even if it is just the Switch 1 game, I know that it will play as good, if not better, on the Switch 2. Because it's a more powerful thing, and these games are utilizing the better hardware, even if it's just slightly. So that is really good. And also, I'm not really buying any like big games that are certainly better on other consoles, because I will just buy them on the PlayStation if they're, you know, big and graphical, because even the Switch 2 doesn't quite hold up. Like, for example, oops, I didn't mean to do that. The Batman Arkham games, you can buy the trilogy for the Switch, and thus for the Switch 2, but it isn't official Switch 2 hardware, or software, excuse me, so it doesn't utilize the full power of the thing. It will run better, I'm sure, but it's not as good as the PlayStation. I already own them on the PlayStation 5, so I'm not going to buy them again, but I know that those games are going to run great. I haven't played them yet, but I will eventually. And also, I got them for a sweet deal. I got all 3 games for $6. I mean, that is just a steal. I know people love them, so I was just like, okay, fine, I'll buy them. I'll just see what they're about. Also, I don't know how we're doing this well. Do I have a lead? I do, yeah. All the other 3 are far behind. Let's see if I can hold that. I'm sure a shock or something is inbound. And I do have a horn, so a blue would not be a problem. But again, I know I'm going to lose it. That's a green, okay. Oh, what the heck? The wing caught me off there. Oh, we actually won. Wow, I cannot believe it. Alright, well that seems like a perfect opportunity to end the video. So, again, yeah, I hope everybody had an excellent 4th of July, or just a great Friday and a good weekend. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you guys are enjoying your Switch 2 if you have one, or just Nintendo games in general. And thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And I'll see you in the next one.